Aloha and welcome to my channel, everybody. Today we are going to do this look in 10 minutes or less with 10 products or less. This is an easy summer dewy skin look that pretty much anyone can achieve with likely things that you already have in your collection. So if you're interested in seeing how to get this quick, then please stay tuned. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. My face is all clean and toned and everything. And I'm going to be, oh, that was open. I'm going to be starting with my primer oil. This is from Measurable Difference. The packaging or the label came off because of the oil. It just sort of lifted it. But this is from a company in Australia called Measurable Difference. This is argan oil. I love this stuff. If you have any other oil or primer oil that you're used to using, I would recommend that. Or if you're a little bit on the oilier, man, that's hard to say. If you have oily skin or a little bit more oily skin, then maybe you want to skip this step and just use your normal primer. I don't typically start with an oil because my skin is combination and I don't find that I need it, especially in the summer. However, I recently fell in love with the Tarte Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation. Fell in love with, even though I've been a die-hard Maybelline Fit Me fan for about a year. But I do have to use this with an oil. So even though it gives me like a little bit of a tighter, more full coverage finish, I don't really love that, and I like to mix it with the oil because it gives a much more natural finish. So I'm going to stop talking about it and just slap it on my face. This doe foot applicator is huge, which is super fun, similar to the concealer applicator, I imagine, which is something that we can't get here in Canada, which is kind of a bummer, but we just have to hear about it from all of our comrades in the States. So I'm just blending this in with my fingers. I find that the texture that my skin takes on once I put on the oil makes this really easy to do, and it spreads a lot more easily than if I were to use a beauty blender. So I do take a beauty blender and I will just sort of pat it into my skin a little bit just to make sure that I don't have any excess product anywhere, especially like here and around my nose and in here, areas where it would naturally kind of like collect and crease. Just want to make sure that those are all sunken in. So keeping with this simple look, I am going to try and do everything like I said in the intro with just 10 products. So we're at 2 so far. Next I'm going to slide into Maybelline Fit Me. I do still really love this concealer. It has a great formula and it covers quite a bit. Normally I do some color correcting at this point, but because I want to keep it just sort of light and easy and breezy, and honestly with 10 products or less, I'm not going to do any color correcting. I recently picked up the Maybelline Camo, the pink color correcting pen. Where are ya? Right here. Whew, this thing is brightening. It is very brightening, and I'm not sure that it's going to be good for me to use in the summer, but we'll give it a couple other goes and see what we come up with. So at this point right now, I'm going to take a liquid highlighter. This is the Gleam Team from Tarte, and beautiful packaging. This entire thing here is for the little applicator, and then this here is your product, but that's okay. It's gorgeous. And I'm just slapping this on right here, just right on the outside corner of my orbital bone. I don't go too far down my cheeks because it just doesn't look very good or very natural on me. I find that it highlights a little bit too much texture on my cheekbone actually, and typically I have enough blush on there that I don't need it to be competing with a whole bunch of highlights. So we'll leave that there for now, and I want to dump right into bronzer and contour. We're going to do a 2-in-1 step here. I'm going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil matte bronzer. This is in the shade Medium Dark. I do have the other shade, but this one right now, the lighter shade, but this one right now is working for me quite well. So using my little MAC 167 brush, I hope I said that right, you betcha. I love this brush. It is so handy. It picks up a great amount of product and then just fluffs it on your face, like with almost no effort. And this bronzer is very popular for a reason. So love both of these products, and right away, like, don't I just look 10 times better? Bronzer is the answer. Thank you for this. So I'm gonna pop right back into that palette here in just a second, but I gotta go ahead and prime my eyes because they are looking tired. So using my MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. Just gonna tap this onto my eyelids here. I think this is product number 5, so not too bad. And the camera just flipped over. We're just at 5 minutes here, so we're like pretty much halfway down our face. 5 products, 5 minutes, and we've got, like I said, about halfway to go. So that's not too bad. If you want to look dewy and gorgeous and like summer glam in 10 minutes, keep watching. We're almost there. Okay, so next, now that we have our eyes primed, I'm just, like I said, going to pop back into this and use this as our shadow color. So, taking my MAC 217, I'm just going to fluff it in here. Oh, wow. It's pretty powdery, so you don't really have to do a whole lot. But I'm just going to slide it into my crease. You've probably seen this look a lot. It's sort of that, do this makeup trick. Use your bronzer to make you look awake and pulled together and like you tried. Well, it's kind of popular for a reason, because it really does work. It just totally ties your look together, and somehow bronzer as an eyeshadow just looks incredibly warm and natural, and it just makes you look hot. So anyway, now that we got that out of the way, we're gonna do the brows. I've got my Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer in 300 Blonde. Love this pencil. It's got the micro tip here and a little stubby brush, which is pretty handy. I'm not crazy about it, but it is handy. So just brushing through my brows a little bit. I'm going to draw a line on the bottom. And as I'm drawing the line on the bottom, I'm also going up into the hairs. So starting always at the same point on the bottom of my brow, but then sort of wisping the pencil up into the hairs at the same time. So we're creating a straight line without drawing a harsh line, but at the same time we're adding in little fake hairs and filling it in as we go. This brow is a little bit more difficult. Not my favorite brow. I really like this brow better. We all have our favorite, I'm sure. But just doing the same thing, and then I usually have to thicken it just a little bit more over here because I just have a thin patch for whatever reason. We all have weird things that just happen to our bodies, and that's one thing that has happened to mine. So there we go. So there's our brows on, everybody. I'm not even going to do any gel or anything. Again, we want to keep this look easy and natural. I want this to be something that you can do in about 10 minutes and just get the heck out the door. Sticking with the eyes, let's do a little bit of curling of the lashes. I just saw a gal on Instagram get her eyelashes lifted. Whoo, what a difference. I don't have like straight, super stick thin eyelashes like some folks have, but I'm kind of tempted to do it just because the difference that it made on this lady was incredible. So I'm very curious about the cost and also like how long does it last. I'm a little bit scared to get eyelash extensions. It's not really, I don't know, it kind of freaks me out to have stuff getting like put into my eyes and glued onto my eyes so closely, but I do really want that look. So I don't know, maybe the lift is something that I should consider. So we're pretty much done here. I'm going to be slapping on some blush, but of course I want to hop back into some highlight here, just keeping the same one, using the Liquid Gleam Team, and just going over the same spots that we applied it earlier. So we have some already set so that we're glowing from within, but now we're just going to apply a little bit more to be like, no, honey, ha, pam, you know, because that's what we want. We want people to notice. If we're spending any sort of time on our face, we want people to notice that we've done something, and hopefully that we've done a good job and that it looks nice. So lastly, we're going to take some blush. I'm going to use my Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Harmony. This is a really nice neutral kind of peachy shade. Peachy? Yeah, I guess so. And it's really nice and buildable. And the 12-hour blush, I don't know if it's 12 hours. I guess it is. It lasts a really long time. Typically, I put my makeup on early in the morning around 6 or 6:30, and I wash my face around 8 or 8:30, and there's usually some makeup left. So I do really like this color. It's nice and buildable. So for something like this, I don't want to have like pop of color because I've already just kind of got this seamless, glowy, dewy, bronzy look going. So just taking, let's see, I've got this Instapop cheek brush from Real Techniques. This is a really, really cool brush. And it just puts on a really specific application of colors. So really digging that. All right, there you have it. Oh no, one more thing, lips. I'm just gonna do Rimmel Oh My Gloss, up to 6 hour wear with argan oil in the shade Love Bug. We want to keep this nice and simple. Again, I've said that like 1,000 times. Boom. My camera just hit 10 minutes and 35 seconds and I've done a whole lot of extra talking. You're like, bitch, we know. But yeah, this is it. How easy was that? So 10 minutes, 10 products, maybe less for you if you don't have to use a primer or if you don't like gloss or anything like that. But hey, 10 products, 10 minutes, there you go. Well everybody, this is the final look. If you like this video, if you like this makeup, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing and joining me on my beauty journey. If you have any questions about the products that I use, please ask me in the comments below and I'll do my very best to answer them for you. And like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you have a great day. Aloha.